Copper, first of all, how are you feeling back in pre-season?
Yeah, very well, very well. It's good to be back. It's good to be amongst the boys and getting back into full swing of training.
How are the group looking when you've come back in and had a look at them?
Yeah, I just answered that question a second ago. They're massive. Some of the young kids are just shot up. They've obviously been working hard in the gym, and there's all the confidence going around. I think it was a really good pre-season for the boys this year, especially the younger kids, to really step up and grow a voice, because there's been a few of us away. Obviously, the boys with England, and then a few other boys that went back home to Oz have been away just that tad longer. It's given the younger kids a real good chance, step up and get a real good pre-season under the belt and find their voice. Yeah, so it's great. Everyone's very confident. It's good to see.
When you look at that next group of players coming through, obviously they were part of that tough season 2 years ago, and then part of the trophy-winning season last year. Do you think their progression is something that can give the whole group a lift?
I think so, and the fact that those same young kids that are now falling into the mix now went through what we went through in 2016 helps, because they know, how easily it is to fall back into that, and they've gained a lot of experience from that year, and we know what to expect now that we've lost a couple of big players in Rob and Danny, and they can step up and fill that void and do it with a lot of confidence, I think.
We've got a couple of big games early doors in the season. Does that give us a lift? We've got the big game at Elland Road against Hull, and then of course the trip to Australia.
Yeah, well, it's a bit of a buzz going around. The boys are talking about that Elland Road game because it's quite the experience. I don't think a lot of the boys have ever had the chance to play there. I've been quite fortunate to play there, and I know how great the atmosphere is. It's quite an exciting time for me when I played there, and I'm really looking forward to getting back there. I know a lot of the other boys have heard some of us older boys talk about the experience, and really looking forward to it themselves. But yeah, it'll be a cracking way to start the season.
And of course, you've got a 100% record at Elland Road as a player.
1 from 1, yeah. Unfortunately, against the wrong team though.
And you were there before you jetted home for the winter. You were at Elland Road to parade the trophy around. What was that experience like?
Oh, that was unreal. That was crazy. Just those small things you get in life that you just don't really understand. Like, you don't think you're going to get that chance, and when you do, it shocks you a bit, But we had a real good chance to really just sit back and enjoy it and take our time to walk around the pitch. And the fans were great. They really got behind us and helped us celebrate, in the amazing way that a fitting way to finish the year. Yeah, so that was a really unreal experience. It was great to do.
It's a great chance to support rugby league to really put the flag in the ground in the start of the season. If we can get a big crowd at Elland Road for that game against Hull, says a lot about the health of the sport. Yeah, definitely, and hopefully all those supporters that day that remembered us walking around the ground, hopefully we're just sitting in the back of their mind, even if they're football players, sorry, not football players, supporters. We'll hopefully get out and just come along for the experience and enjoy the day of watching a bit of rugby league on the paddock. And you're keeping yourself busy off the field as well. You've taken over as head coach, the inaugural head coach of the Leeds Rhinos women's team. You had your first training session on Friday. How are the girls? Yeah, it was very good. It was, I suppose, it was one of them sessions where you're guessing a bit. I hadn't been able to see too much of them play, and that was the first time I've met the team. But we got out there in the paddock and we got to work, and they were unreal. They listen every chance they get. They want to learn, and they're ultra competitive when we get stuck into training. So there's not much more I could want out of them. They were great. We're a club of a great history and legacy going back to the formation of the game. How exciting is it to be part of something historic and being part of that first ever team, the Leeds Rhinos women's team? Yeah, that's a big part of it, and it's a massive deal to myself and the club. We're really excited about this organisation bringing in the women's team, and like every Leeds team, we're out to compete and win trophies. So it's really exciting times for us, and myself personally, I was absolutely blown away when I got told they could have the job. It's there for me if I want it, and I snatched it up because I thought it'd be such a great opportunity for rugby league and for the women of rugby league too.